Yeah, what's going on? It's your Will Around the Sandwich Artist, and it's a great day for PB&J. And today's PB&J, I got the strawberry jelly, with the peanut butter, man. Shout out to Nature's Promise. And today's video, I just wanted to talk about old fashioned versus new fashion, right? And when I talk about that, I'm talking about how parents used to be versus how parents are today. I'm a '90s baby, so growing up, man, I was raised by my grandma and my granddad. And my granddad, man, so first of all, I just want to say shout out to parents who are disciplining their kids without putting their hands on them, because kids, I feel like today do not know how much of a luxury that is to not get a beating. Back in the day, bro, I got a lot of beatings. And I can tell y'all, I was wanted to actually tell y'all today the beatings that I got that I will never forget. And if you got punished and it's certain types of styles, I would definitely love to know about those in the comments. Definitely drop that down there, man. But if you're watching this video, I just want to say thank you for your attention and everything like that, and just feed it in and your energy. I really appreciate that, and I'm trying to send you some positive energy too and some abundance. But let's get into the video, man. Real quick, I just want to talk about the first beating that I ever got, or that I could remember, like one of the really bad beatings. Was I remember I got in the classroom because I was like misbehaving or something like that. I was trying to fit in, and I was just like, the teacher was like, "I'm gonna call your grandma," and I thought it was Cat, and then she was like, you got one more time now. I was like, whatever. And I was just trying to fit in. I was at a new school. Long story short, called my grandma up, and my granddad picked up the phone. He was like, and then she took it. She was like, "What, I hear you? This you you in class? You can't listen to the teacher. I'm about to come out there." And I'm like, "Cap," and then it wasn't Cap, man. She pulled up and T minus, like 10 minutes from her job, already pissed off, came in the classroom, talked to me. I had a little girlfriend in third grade. She was like, "Hey, Miss Miller, can I talk to him outside?" Based on the true story. She was like, "Yeah, sure." So she pulled me in the bathroom first. What I tell you, I about not listening in class, that. And if you had a real beating, you get talked to while you're getting beat, so you can't even pay attention to what she's saying. You just know you're getting fired up and you're trying to get the fuck away. But anyways, so she getting me in the bathroom. It's a kid in the stall, like just looking like, "Yo, damn," you know what I'm saying? So she eating me up. So I'm thinking it's over. She was like, now I want you to fix your face. Like they always say, "I want you to fix your face while you crying. When you go back in this classroom, and you better work on your work, and I'm gonna get you again when you get home, and you better cut off everything. You ain't watching no TV, you ain't doing none of that shit." I'm like, "Okay, man, okay." Boom. So as I'm walking back into the classroom, I got my little girlfriend in third grade, and everything like that. And as soon as I walked through the door, she pulled my pants down, bro, whitey tighties. Nah, I bet you're gonna listen now. Yeah, let's look at all your little friends looking at you getting your ass beat. Teacher, man, white teacher, looking like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like Denzel Washington from Glory. You know what I'm saying? When the tear dropped down his face, getting ate up. My little girlfriend looking like, it's over. All the classmates looking like, damn, bro, we never gonna let you live this down. But it's cool that I was so, but it's like, I understood a lot of my friends were getting beat behind closed doors too, because it was like none of them looked surprised. Like all my black friends, like they looked surprised. Like damn, bro, like we get beatings, but not in front of the classroom. Anyways, grandma eat me up. Like maybe a week straight, none of my classmates really talked to me. And when they did, they came up to me and whispered like, "Hey, bro, you good? You know what I'm saying? What up, bro? You straight? You know what I'm saying?" Like on some, you know what I'm saying? Like, and eventually, I'm warmed back up, and then the class talked to me again. Another beating that I got, man, that I'll never forget is my granddad beat me waking up. Like he woke me out my sleep. Like you ever woke up to a beating before? Like dead ass. My granddad was like, they'd be like, "Yeah, good night. Oh, now you know what? I ain't even gonna get you. Just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Go cut off everything. Go to sleep." You ever wake up to a beating? I'm talking you knocked out, good disease. Next thing you know, you just wake up, eating. My granddad eating me, bro. I never forget getting woken up to beatings. The weapons of choice that my grandma had and that my granddad had. Of course, the belt is the number one. The pootie tang. After the pootie tang, of course, my grandma did make me go out and get the switch. And it's not the regular switch, bro. Trees don't just have switches with no thorns. She make me go to the thorn. She get the thorn bush, John, and tear me the fuck up. And then the thing is, I get scratched up. I'm light skinned, right? I get scratched up. She talking about something. When you go to class, make sure you tell all the kids that that you got a cat. And we don't even have a fucking cat, and let her know. Like, if the teacher asks, I'm like, "Yeah, you don't want child services called on your ass." That's what it is. So that was probably some of the ones that thorn bush hit different. But overall, bro, I'm gonna tell you the coolest part about having a sibling, if you can relate to this. My brother, man, have you ever had to wait your turn for a beating, for an ass whipping? Like you literally like, they're like, "Who's going first?" and your brother, and you looking at your brother or your sister like, shit, I ain't going first, but then in the back of your head, you like, shit, man, maybe I can just get mine out of the way. And then after that, you go and you probably get it worse because they still got to come off of the recovery of the energy that they used on the first beating. You calculating all this, so I'm like, all right, bet, I'm going to go ahead and get mine first. But then sometimes you get yours second, or sometimes they just choose somebody. But I think my brother always went first. But long story short, man, it's nothing like seeing your sibling get a beating, because sometimes you feel bad for them. It's just looking like, damn, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got to get yours second. But then it's like when you snitch on your sibling and they getting a beating, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like sometimes you feel bad depending on what they did. But it was just crazy, man. But it's overall, now that I think back on it, it's crazy how, like, when your sibling is in trouble, the parents treat you so good. Like, they treat the other kid like, what do you want to eat? You can stay up late. You don't gotta do chores. And then the kids is getting the beating right, like the kids is getting punished right then. They going through the bullshit. They going through the hell. And like, so it's just like crazy how that work, that dynamic. But if you get beat by the parent that don't really fuck with you, and I'm talking like you might be closer to your mama than your dad. You ever wanted to beat in from the person that you know gonna be easy on you? Like, I don't even want to beat in from my pops. I want to beat in from my mom because she cooler, or I want to beat in from my dad because he more cooler. But it's like you don't want to get the beaten by the dad. The dad is the last option. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't even realize he a grown ass man. So when he beat you, it's a whole type of different beating. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you getting beat as a man from a man, bro. He got a point to prove, bro. Like, he trying to like show you, like, nigga, work was hard this week, nigga. Like, you got to get it. You know what I'm saying? So. But it's just crazy thinking about those dynamics, man. And like I said, man, if you can't relate to this video, then, maybe I need to go to therapy. And this is just confirmation. And you had a great childhood, and that's good. But regardless, I realized from punishments of getting beatings and things like that, I understand what it comes from. Like they say, it comes from slavery or whatever, and generation after generation. But sometimes beatings did help. I ain't even gonna lie, because it's establishing. It's an extreme authority, but it's establishing an authority. It's like, well, I'd rather beat you than you get out there and you get beat the fuck up by a group, a gang, or a person, or because you don't know what it's like to have any type of respect, or you get beat by the cops. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of like if anybody should beat you, like the whole "I bought you in this world, I take you out" thing. I totally understand that. But I say all that to say shout out to the new parents and the new way that parents are disciplining their kids, like without having to feel the need to beat them. By talking to a kid, letting them feel like they have a voice, letting that, if they do put their hands on them, that's the last step. Before you get the warning, you get a talking to, the understanding of, okay, well, this is not what we do. Let me talk to you. Maybe what's really going on, what's really tea. Trying to figure out what, how you can get through to your child without having your child to be scared of you or assert that dominance or authority. But it's just crazy to think like how over generations it's been like that. Once again, man, if you're watching this video, man, I just appreciate your time and listening. Like I said, my biggest focus is to make more long-form content, man. Eat more peanut butter and jellies, and just share that love that I have for peanut butter jellies with other people who love peanut butter and jellies and this community, the food community, and things like that. Definitely comment, man. I would definitely want to hear a story about a beating that you might have gotten, how you got punished, things like that, of that nature. I mean, it's just crazy how we grow up and there's certain things we go through, and then you realize, like, dang, like, you'll never forget it. Like, some things are traumatic, and a lot of traumas you'll have is like either in your family, or outside, in the real world. But overall, I would say the top 10 beating I ever got, like, I've gotten some in the store beatings. I stole some Tic Tacs one time, and my grandma beat me in the store in front of like the cops and shit. And I'm looking at the cop like, bro, like, you a cop? Isn't this abuse? But anyways, probably my uncle, bro. I had an uncle who was a Jehovah's Witness. He came over one time. I was misbehaving, and he ate my ass up. He ate me up so bad, I went to my granddad and said, hey, bro, you really gonna let this nigga do what he just did to me? You gonna let this nigga put his hands on me? Like, I woke him up out of sleep. Like, bro, fuck this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mad. Like, beat me so bad. But it's funny, like, you get to the point where it's like, you understand, like, I'd rather my parents beat me down than life beat you down, and they establish these morals. I mean, honestly, Joe Jackson did beat Michael, but Michael ended up being one of the best performers in the world. And on that note, I'm going to end that video, man, and say, look, man, I love to hear about your childhood. I just want to share that story with y'all real quick. Go eat you a peanut butter and jelly, man. Tell LeRon and Sound Jar to sent you when you at the store purchasing your jelly. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be safe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. I love y'all. And continue to raise your kids with love. And try not to beat them. All right? Love you. Yaron. Let's get it.